Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
Make sure to check out hankstrange.com. You can sign up for our email list and find ways to follow and support our efforts. I know there's a lot of people out there that were waiting for Dave from High Point to come on because it looks like some stuff is going on. Obviously, Dave can't show you guys anything here, like, in his hands because we're on YouTube. This is why we usually do, he's got his finger guns. This is why we usually do this from Utreon, and that's why I was asking you guys if you want us to come back to YouTube from Utreon, but we can't do that.
Dave,
but
you don't have a picture? You can
I have pictures.
Hank's got pictures, yeah.
Yes, so I am going to go to Dave. You guys can ask questions and everything, but we'll let Dave talk about this. So, Dave, I'm going to give you the floor, and then I'm going to go to the pictures and start going through them. Welcome to the show. Thanks. By the way, so everyone knows, High Point does sponsor this podcast, all right, which we appreciate that, but that's full disclosure to everyone out there. And I'm going to go to Dave of High Point right now, and then I'm also going to pop this picture in here. Let's see. Actually, I'll go to the picture. So, right. So let's
enhance.
All right, Dave. So,
Yo,
what's going on, man? What is this picture we're looking at? Explain to me what's happening here.
Well, the simplicity of it all, man. 10 mil High Point handgun. I mean,
All right. Is it more than 10 rounds?
No, it's the same exact magazine as a 10 mil carbine. So you got interchangeable magazines between the carbine and the handgun.
all right.
Exact same mag.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
obviously
awesome.
it's full size.
Mhm.
So this seems to be like the same size as our JCP40 and JHP45 handgun.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
obviously you're looking at this thing, it's not the same. It looks a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Gucci handguard there?
So
What do we
this
got
is
there?
this is
well,
the big
this-
giveaway. Mhm.
Yeah, what this thing ended up doing is obviously you're seeing some of the YC9, which, yes, we know the YC9's not out yet.
Mhm.
This has
Is
the
this the
YC9 style
Yeager
slide.
cannon?
The Yeager. No, it's like the Super Yeet.
Yeater.
Best
Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeah.
So there's a close up of the of it right there. I'm gonna try to give you guys some more close ups. Let's see. Got accessory rail on there. So is 10 millimeter? When is it coming out? When is it actually being released? Can people buy it now?
They can't exactly get it now, but it should be shipping next week.
Okay.
What?
So, I mean,
What?
from-
Can I get
from-
one?
From us shipping it out, to getting to our distributors, getting to our dealers, really and truly by SHOT Show, people should have these things in their hands.
Oh wow.
Dave, how do I get on the short list? How do I get on the short list, Dave?
You're gonna be on the short list behind us, first of all.
Right? Yeah, I have more than a few promised out there already.
Yeah, that's number one. But yeah, so I'm showing some pictures here if folks have questions or whatever. So is it only going to be 10 millimeter that's released first in the Yeet cannon, or are we getting different calibers? What's the deal?
Yeah, so right now with this thing, obviously it is because it's 10 millimeter. So we're wanting to just get the 10 millimeter out there because we've been asked for. I've been with MKS High Point for 12 years, I think, and I've lost count at SHOT Shows and NRAs. Guys kind of going, "When you doing 10 mil handgun?" And we're just kind of like, "It's 10 mil. It's 10 mil. It's not happening." Obviously, that resurgence, the carbine was a huge fit, and we knew it would work. We know others have made their own 40 cals into 10 millimeters, so obviously we knew it was doable.
Yeah, Iraq
But we
veteran
still
did that.
weren't. Yeah, exactly it. So we weren't entirely sure, though, still if the market would support us that much with it. But as the 10 mil popularity kept going up, it was kind of like, okay, we need to do 10 mil handgun. And the thing about it was, we have been working on the YC9 all this time. It still is, it's stupid close. But while we're still working on that, we have other guys going, well, let's work on this 10 millimeter thing. And rather than let it just be exactly the same as the JHP and JCP40, can we give this thing the more or less the YC9 style upgrades? So that's what you're getting with this thing. You get the more aggressive style slide, not the rounded look to it. It's going to have the same interchangeable front sights with the Glock sights.
It almost doesn't look like a High Point. I'm kind of amazed.
Yeah, no, it really almost doesn't. I had a couple of guys tell me that. They're like, this is the least High Point looking High Point you guys
Yeah, it
have
looks
done.
better.
Well,
I think the High Point DNA is still in there, if that
yes,
matters.
absolutely.
Some people,
Absolutely, it is.
yeah. I think it's still in there, but I do like the grips with the High Point logo, and I like the fact that you can switch out, do Glock sights and all that kind of stuff. What about trigger? Trigger is going to be this trigger that it comes with, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're still
Okay.
talking MSRP is a $225 pistol. So I mean,
Okay.
don't expect to match trigger. I mean, come on.
Right.
It's $225. What do you want?
Okay, people are going to ask. People are going to ask.
So, did you partner with Geisley for an upgrade? What do we got here?
Yo, it's $225 for the handgun. Hell no, we didn't partner with Geisley. Come on.
Well, so
Timothy, maybe?
Again, it's $225.
Yeah, I think so. There's I don't know. Everyone obviously is going to have questions, so people in the chat can ask questions now. This is your opportunity, or Rob, or Walt, or Flying Rich, if you want to. Here's what I'm thinking. So one, we're talking 10 millimeter. I'm assuming that was just easier for you to get done right now than the 9, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now the thing is, what are we looking at like cost wise with 10 millimeter? Because how many boxes of 10 millimeter are you going to buy before you've already paid for your
you bought another high point 10 millimeter.
Right. I mean, I was talking to a writer today. I think he said he put 40 rounds through it today, and I was like, wow, that was like at least $40, wasn't it? And he goes, it was test ammo, man. They gave it to me for free. I'm like, yeah, but still, that's like $1 a round's pretty common, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. So no, I mean, but even this thing, just like our 10 mil carbine, this is not the high point for everybody. It's not. I mean, if you're a C9 budgeted person and 9 millimeters all you can afford, you shouldn't even be looking at this gun. It's not for you, But if you are a large bore caliber person and you need something that's, I don't know, like a cabin gun.
I built a 10 mil Glock. I fired 2 rounds out of it just to make sure.
By the way, that is a slide. That's not a Rich. But yeah, so
not a firearm.
Yeah. So I don't know. Rob, Walter, please go in with the questions.
So the threaded barrel, that's a new thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is our I say though the C9s have had threaded barrels, but in the large formats, this is the first time we've done the threaded barrel. And we did a 5.78 by 28, so a typical 45 caliber thread. So again, same as our.
Are you saying there's a 5.7 millimeter coming out? Oh
no. 0.5. Yeah, right. You guys. In the
Somebody's gonna ask,
man.
You have to do 5.7.
There's no
Come
5.7 coming. No, there's no 5.7 coming.
Yeah, you gotta do 5.7.
Speaking of expensive ammo,
yeah.
Right?
I mean, definitely a box of ammo is gonna cost more. No, it's not.
Right?
5.7 is gone.
How many inexpensive guns do you want where the ammo costs more than the gun? I mean, seriously, come on.
That's awesome, though. That's fantastic. Walter, do you have questions?
I'm just listening to this mayhem. That's
okay. So here's a question from DCG44. He says, does it handle full house SAMI loads?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
I personally, I've shot some Corbon, some SIG, I think some Federal. I've not shot that much. I've had one on hand, shot a little bit, but a couple guys have got.
Is there going to be 10 millimeter swag at SHOT Show?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going. Forget it. I'm done.
Save the money, man.
DLD After Dark says the threaded barrel is a nice touch. Whammy Gunslinger says 10 millimeter guru here. To what degree were the guns tested? I think that's a good question.
As far as what I know, is same as the 10 mil carbine is they put anything and everything they could through these guns.
Yeah, you have to.
I know they weren't fired to the same extent because like the 10 mil, if some of you guys don't know or recall hearing this, the 10 mil carbine, they at one point had so much ammo that they had a team of guys just shooting it to the point where they started to melt the actual stock of the 10 mil carbine. So they didn't go that far with this thing.
It does get hot.
I mean, right. I mean, but they've thoroughly tested it with anything and everything they get their hands on. So no, this is a full power 10 mil handgun that'll handle just about anything you're going to throw at it.
Okay, so this is going to have what we expect to be what we've expected and what we've seen from High Point in terms of like the lifetime.
Yep, still a lifetime warranty on it. Yep,
okay,
absolutely.
Because I know people will be doing burn downs. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Eric of
God,
Rock Veteran.
To do that. I mean,
Rock Veteran. he's probably ready to do it right now. Bending Ballistic says, "When's the 50 AE coming?"
Once again,
Chamber Defense says will be a great suppressor host. So there you go. I think it will. We'll see. Yeah, I think that'll be cool on suppressors. And Lola says, "You dudes are never satisfied. The man just gave y'all 10 millimeter."
Right?
You didn't hear anything out of me. I'm like,
No, I'm not
hey.
complaining to you, Walter.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I guarantee. Yeah, you guys have shot the crap out of it because you can't have it go off out of battery on somebody because that's a lawsuit.
Yeah, you still have liabilities. Obviously,
we have this thing called these predatory lawyers out there now, and it's
Right. Always looking for something.
So,
right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Walt.
No. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, we fully expected that, like at release. That was like, okay, especially with SHOT Show being this close, that we know most people come up with SHOT Show, go, cool, 10 millimeter. What's next?
This is gun
we're not
guys.
going there.
Gun guys are never satisfied, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, we should never be satisfied. I expect a 5.7. Damn it.
Some people have unrealistic expectations.
5.7 is not unrealistic. Mike Asper Warrior says High Point 5.7 Elite Yeet in 22 LR coming in 2024. That's his statement. That's not a statement from Dave.
That's
when we get in the 410 model, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, it's still shotguns, man. People ask us all the time for a shotgun, do a pump action shotgun. I'm like, there's a lot of good affordable ones out there. I don't think we can do much in that market. I don't think.
You're competing with the freaking Turks on that,
right?
Stuff.
I mean, would I think our quality be better? Yeah, but can you really compete though, price wise? I don't know.
They give those guns away to distributors,
right
now. So
yeah. Okay, so DLD says so there's no ammo restrictions or grain weight restrictions on the 10 millimeter because I assume the lower is still aluminum. That's from
it's a polymer frame, just like our other guns.
Mm-hmm.
It's still blowback action, so you still have that heavy zinc slide, just like you normally do, and the springs to it. But no, it can take everything you can throw at it.
Okay,
I mean, literally, the carbines and the handgun—they're the exact same action, just from a carbine versus a handgun.
Okay,
so this thing can take it.
Yeah. So Motorboater says, "What's the ammo capacity?" Lola's asking me to show the pictures again. So hold on a second.
10 rounds. 10 round capacity.
10 rounds. Yep.
10 round capacity, same exact mag as our carbine, so it's interchangeable.
And for everybody that says, "Well, why you make it bigger?" 10 rounds is legal in every freaking place in the world.
Yes.
Right.
There you go. So I'm gonna flip through some of the pictures here for people, so you guys can see these awesome pictures.
I'm saying something else I'll throw out there too with this thing.
Yeah.
The actual 1913 pick rail and dust cover. That's the first time we've had a handgun like that, other than the YC9, which again is not out yet.
Right.
So the 40 and 45, we had a proprietary rail back in the day, kind of like HK Walther style, that it was pretty much useless. Mm-hmm. Now, like one of my shots I sent you right there, the Streamlight on it, I've thrown a Surefire on it. I mean, you can mount anything to this thing. Mm-hmm. And you're good to go. I mean, hell, I've got the Surefire Masterfire set up, so I've thrown that light on there and is able to holster this thing with a Masterfire. Mm-hmm. I mean, not the most affordable combo, but that's whatever. It's the point.
I'm gonna put a chainsaw on it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh God, somebody will.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
If someone makes one small enough, that'd be awesome. Rob, did you have any comments here? Do you own a High Point? That's a good question for me, but I don't know if you
I don't disclose what I own on any public channel.
That's a good call.
Okay, go ahead, Rob. What's your question?
No, when are these going to be available?
I mean, like I said, we start shipping them next week. So, within getting from us out to our distributors to dealers, you're probably talking another week tops, week and a half maybe.
Make sure to check out hempstrange.com. You can sign up for our email list and find ways to follow and support our efforts.